Hi, I'm Christina Daves, the best-selling author of PR for Anyone, 100 plus affordable ways to easily create buzz for your business. Welcome to this edition of Experts Corner. Today is for all of you productpreneurs out there. We have Vanessa Ting, who is with Retail Path and Buyerly.com. Vanessa is a former buyer for Target, and now what she does is she helps you put your product together in a package so that it's appealing to big box retail stores like Target and Walgreens and Best Buy and Babies R Us. And I know just this week she got a client into Walmart. So I'm really excited to have her share why publicity is so important when you are pitching these big retailers. All right, so welcome, Vanessa. I'm so excited to have you here with us.
Thanks for having me, Christina.
So I gave a little bit of an intro, but you're just amazing. So tell us a little bit about your background and what you do now. And I told the little teaser about you just got a client into Walmart, so I thought that was awesome. But
Yeah,
just kind of tell everyone what you do, and then we're going to dig into why
sure.
publicity is so important for what you do.
Great. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be here. A little bit about me. I have about, oh gosh, now 16 plus years of experience both in consumer packaged goods marketing as well as retail buying. I spent a good deal of time as a retail buyer for Target, buying across a whole bunch of different categories. And when I left Target and I left Target to return home for family reasons, I began helping product companies just for fun. I love emerging brands, and I was working at the time and just doing some pro bono consulting. And what happened was the things that I was doing were starting to work. It was kind of cool. I would create pitch decks. I would help founders negotiate with retailers behind the scenes, and all of these things were working. People were getting appointments with huge retailers and small retailers. They were winning shelf space. So finally, a couple of these clients were like, Vanessa, you need to start a business. There is no one with your experience
Right.
and your talent out there. You need to share this with others. And so that's kind of how I got started. I quit my job and leaped both feet in about 4.5 years ago. And here I am today, just having gotten back from both Bentonville, Walmart, and Target, Minneapolis, pitching brands.
Which is awesome. And tell them some of the brands you've worked with, because you've got some pretty good ones.
Yeah, let's see. The Honest Company is probably the one that most people know very well. A bunch of Shark Tank brands such as Cybands, Hoodie Pillow, and then a lot of health and wellness brands, everything from natural and organic brands, better for you foods and skincare, all the way to lifestyle brands like Yoga Gear, just really across the board. But really, kind of our sweet spot is brands that have mass appeal and are really just smart, savvy, high growth brands.
So that gives us the perfect entryway to why getting publicity early on is so important before you go to a Target or a Walmart. So can you explain a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely. So, brand awareness takes a long time to build. You can spend $5 million trying to build your brand, but it's still going to take time. You just can't fight time. And so, PR is really important in building brand awareness because you'll be doing a bunch of things. You'll be maybe doing a little bit of ads, or you'll be, you know, doing sampling. But PR is one of those really authentic ways of getting your brand out there. There's nothing more credible than seeing, a write up about a given brand on, People magazine or in the New York Times. So having kind of that credibility of a very credible media source talking about your company is a great way to get brand awareness, and oftentimes a very cost-effective way as well. And don't forget, retail buyers and the decision makers in retailers, they are consumers too. So they are consuming these media sources as well. And so it's also a great way to get on their radar. But and not just it's not just important in terms of building brand awareness, but it's also important in terms of just creating a sense of urgency and reassuring retailers that you can sell. And I'll pause here before I jump into that. But
No, no,
that's
and that's
really
a
important.
that's a great point. And I talk about third party credibility all the time. I always use a Joe's Pizza analogy. If you see an ad for Joe's Pizza, and then you see somebody who wrote an article that said, hidden New York pizza gem, and that person is from Brooklyn and says it's the closest thing to New York pizza they've ever had, which one's going to make you buy the pizza? The ad that you know is an
Yeah.
ad, or the article? So same thing. So when
Yeah.
your product is in a magazine that you didn't pay for. You didn't pay for that big ad, but they put it as, one of their favorites, or in the gift guide. That just gives so much credibility, because that means that, a journalist and a whole staff of people involved agreed that this is a great product and they want to put it in there.
Absolutely. And it works in conjunction with those paid ads, right? Like you said, it's super credible and authentic. But, I think there's a stat out there that it takes 7 touch
Which is
points with a given consumer before they actually decide to buy. So that PR piece is a really important one. It's one of 7, but it's a very influential one.
okay. So you mentioned something about urgency. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, thanks for asking. So retail buyers have tons of products, at their disposal. They're in no short supply of great products. But PR and marketing, but PR really helps force a decision like right now and then. So for example, if you were a brand and you were to tell that retail buyer, "Hey, I'm going to be in Us Weekly in September," and let's say right now it's July, that retail buyer will be like, "Oh my gosh, well, that
That's
is real great PR. Well, I need to hurry up and get my product or your product in my stores now so that I can reap the benefits of that PR hit. It's going to drive traffic to my stores, and it's going to drive sales conversion of your product. So yeah, I'm going to decide now." So I always say it's really important as part of your pitch to retailers to include, your upcoming marketing when it hits, so that it enables them to make decisions in a timely manner. And also, if you have any past examples of PR that you've done, that's also great to show retailers, because then they know that you have the ability to not only, do 1 or 2, great PR hits, but get a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, that's great. So thank you so much, Vanessa, for joining us today. Everybody, check out her websites. I have all the information there. Look at her blog. She's brilliant, brilliant at this. If you are a productpreneur, you want to start following Vanessa. And thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. Bye.